Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the December 1st meeting of the Lowell License Commission. Secretary Pius, was the meeting posted?
Yes, it was.
Roll call, please.
Commission Chair Dakota,
Here.
Commissioner Howe,
Here.
Commissioner Krieger?
Here.
Commissioner Donahue is absent. Commissioner Chan is absent. 3 present, 2 absent. 0th is the acceptance of the November 17th, 2022 minutes.
Move approved by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Howe. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next.
Ratification of an application by Joseph Hungler for a special one-day license to sell, dispense all alcoholic beverages for a Boys and Girls Club of Greater Lowell fundraiser on Thursday, December 1st, 2022, from 5 to 9 p.m. at 50 East Merrimack Street.
We got somebody on Zoom, John?
On Zoom, yes.
Yep. Good evening.
Pete Lally's representing.
Mr. Hugler, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for taking our application.
Absolutely, absolutely. Secretary Pires, everything all set with the application?
Yes, it is.
All right, you all set on your end, Joe?
Yes, we are.
All right. Move for ratification by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Howe. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Joe, you're good. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much. Have a great night.
You too.
Application for 2 special one-day permits to sell, dispense malt beverages and wines for the following events at Lowell Memorial Auditorium, 50 East Merrimack Street. The first is for Irish Tenors Concert on Sunday, December 4th, 2022, from 2 to 5 p.m. The second is for the Boston Pops Concert on Sunday, December 18th, 2022, from noon to 5 p.m.
We have somebody on Zoom, or?
Yes, I'm this is Valley representing Lowell Auditorium.
How are you, Pete?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing all right. So you're doing these final 2 shows on your own, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Secretary Pye, is everything in order?
It is.
All right. And I know Mr. Lally has vast experience in these, so motion by Commissioner Howe, seconded by Commissioner Krieger to approve. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Petey, all set. Good luck on the events.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a good night.
Application by Evan Dalecki, Ventures Endurance and Loco Races LLC for a special events permit for amplified outdoor public entertainment for recorded music and announcements to be held January 1st, 2023 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Bolero, 647 Pawtucket Boulevard. Evan is joining us on Zoom.
Good evening.
How are you guys? How are you?
Well, good. State your name for the record, please.
My name is Evan Dalecki.
Evan, tell us about your event.
It's the first run 5K and 10K that takes place every year in Lowell. Starts and finishes at Bolero. So we're just looking to get permission to have our standard post-race and pre-race announcements and a little bit of music over our PA system.
How many people are you expecting over there at Bolero?
About 800.
800? All right.
Yep.
Any type of security around there as well, or?
So the special events permit through the police department has already been approved, and I have police at all the major intersections. So we have a lead race vehicle, and we'll have staff there, cones, signage.
Very good. Commissioner Howe, Commissioner Krieger?
No question. Second.
Move for approval by Commissioner Howe, seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? You're all set. Thank you, Evan.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
You as well.
Item number 4 has been withdrawn. Next is application by Genwi Tangi for a special one-day permit to sell, dispense malt beverages and wines for a celebration of life on December 16th from 7 to 11:30 p.m. at the Hellenic American Academy, 41 Broadway Street.
Can you say that name again, John?
Genwi Tangi?
Just for my own amusement, that's all. Is he on Zoom or is he here? Come on right up to the
There you
lectern,
are.
sir. And then you can pronounce your name correctly for us. How's that?
He actually pronounced it correctly, Genway.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
Genwi.
Not bad, John, not bad.
Wow.
All right, tell us about your event.
It's the celebration of life for my mother-in-law, Deborah Ney, on the December 16th.
Great. How many people are you expecting at your event?
About 150.
115. How many bartenders are you planning on having?
2.
2. Are they tip certified?
Yes.
They are.
Yes.
They have worked events there before?
Yes.
Okay. Questions or comments from the applicant? Commissioner Howe.
Move approval.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Howe, seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Good luck with your event.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Continuation of public hearing for an application by Relax Salem LLC doing business as Act Shack. Kelly Rhoda, proposed license manager for an all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license for premises at 121 Church Street.
Good evening. State your name for the record.
Kelly Rhoda.
How are you, Kelly?
Good, how you doing?
This board appreciates you coming back again. Obviously, there was an objection that, I do not believe there is an objection anymore, but I don't know if there's a party here that wanted to speak, so I think what we'll do at this point, though, Commissioner Howe, I think we had found out that the distance was less than 500 feet, though, right?
Correct.
So this board needs to okay this in order for, that there's no, what's the word I'm looking for?
Detrimental effect.
Yeah.
See, it's always good to have a lawyer on the board, you know, that detrimental effect. So we're going to do, we're going to listen, we're going to open up the public hearing, then we'll have some discussion at that point. At this point, we'll open up the public hearing. Anybody like to speak in opposition? In opposition? In opposition. Hearing no one, that portion of the public hearing is closed. At this time, we'll open up the public hearing. Anybody like to speak in favor? Come right to the podium, right to the lectern, sir. State your name for the record. If you don't mind pulling your mask down for 1 second, that'd be
all.
great. Thank you, sir.
Not at all. I'm Jim Sinclair, and I have a brief statement to read. I'm the pastor of the First United Baptist Church here in Lowell, which has been in the same building since 1826, and I am speaking for those of us in an ad hoc group within our congregation, and thank you for your time. I will be brief. Mr. Pyers, thank you for your November 5th letter notifying abutters of last month's meeting, for which there was an agenda item pertaining to the request submitted by the Axe Shack. After all is said and done, the request will remain a catalyst for healthy discussion at FUBC. For whatever reason, your letter did not come to our attention until 2 days before the last meeting. My reply, which you kindly received in person, and of which you made copies for those present at the last meeting, was written on short notice after consulting with some of our church leadership. I regret that I was unable to be here last month, yet I am thankful for the extra time. It allowed for the word to spread among our congregation and for additional research to be completed. Today, most of our ad hoc group, including me, support the approval of the application. None wants to stand in the way, although we remain concerned about the number of bars, restaurants, and liquor stores within a small radius of our church and how they may contribute to the problem of homelessness, poor health, and crime. The main concern that the application raised was not the consumption of alcohol nor axe throwing per se. Rather, what it brought to the forefront were larger questions regarding substance abuse and addiction. The church and the world, the duty of the entire community, including the church, to ease the stressors that can drive people to despair, addiction, and substance abuse, and the place of alcohol in community and family. When Ms. Rhoda and I spoke a few days ago, she was open to and receptive of our concerns and provided additional information which our small group found helpful. John, thank you for connecting us. Thanks also to Mr. Belanger for his phone call. We appreciate the open and direct communications with all of you and your offers to engage in further conversations. One of our members pointed out the story of Jesus turning water into wine at a wedding in Cana and noted that today Jesus would be at the Axe Shack making lots of friends. Thank you for listening. We hope to welcome our new neighbor very soon.
Well stated, Pastor. Thank you very much for your words. Anybody else like to speak in favor? In favor? Hearing no one else, that portion of the public hearing is closed. Questions or comments from Commissioner Howe and Commissioner Krieger?
Yeah, I have a question about, with axes flying, what kind of safety precautions do you have to make sure that there won't be any wild flying of axes?
Well, the first thing that you're going to get when you walk into the Act Shack is going to be a safety speech trained by one of our trained coaches to tell you all about the safest ways to have a really fun night. So safety is definitely at the top of our list. I have a letter here, too, that I brought that was written by the owner of Axe Play, Hudson, New Hampshire.
Is that the one in Hudson?
Yes.
I've been there.
And-
Is this your place going to be similar to that?
It's similar, but
Okay.
he's a BYOB establishment.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
But he did write a letter in support of.
Sure, you may bring it up,
Commission
sure.
of the license.
Thank you, Captain.
Because he is also in a busy shopping plaza, so he thought we had a lot of
It's
comparison.
actually quite similar to what you're
Very
going to be
similar.
doing. I'm sorry, just give me one moment.
But
I'll
he
let
wanted
the-
to
I'll let the
express
other commissioners read the
concerns
letter.
of, You know, safety obviously is our primary concern.
I can't do it underhand.
Underhand, I don't do it either.
I just can't do it. It's got to be this way, right?
I agree,
All right,
but I'll let you go either way with that,
appreciate that.
as long as you don't throw it backwards.
Right. So
I
if
have some questions.
I'm sorry. So if I'm looking at the one in Hudson in my mind, all right, you're going to have how many stalls, I guess? Is that the way?
I have 10 stalls or
Okay.
and 20 targets.
And 20 targets, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And where is the alcohol going to be situated in the establishment?
On the front door, basically, we're an old Walgreens, so where they used to have their cash register where you'd cash out, instead is going to be the place where you're going to check in. So you're going to walk in, you're going to sign a waiver.
Yeah,
You're going to make sure that we're going to make sure you're wearing closed-toed shoes because our insurance company requires that. So we check all shoes at the door, make sure everybody's wearing that. Once you're checked in for your axe throwing, then you'll move along down the counter to where somebody will serve you any beverage or snacks, whatever kind of food you're looking for.
okay. The people that will be serving the alcohol, will they be tip certified?
Yes, I'm already tip certified.
You are, and how many other employees do you plan on employing?
I'm planning, hopefully, if all goes well, 4 to 6
Okay.
part-timers.
All right, and they'll all be tip certified, you said?
Yes.
Okay, Commissioner Howe?
So one of our function, our main function is to determine if your application is in order for us to issue a liquor license. But because of this extracurricular activity of throwing axes, and I understand it's very popular, I have some questions. You said that there are 10 lanes? And so there's 20 spaces, so you've got one lane has 2 spaces?
Which is why the first thing we're going to tell you is throw together, walk down together, retrieve them together, come back together.
Got it. So
It's
when
pairs.
when people walk in, they're signing a waiver? And what else, is there any type of coaching that you
Yes.
provide them? Could you
You will be
describe that?
brought to your lane by a coach. Nobody walks into a lane without a coach present.
And could you describe what the coaching entails?
Yep, coaching, we're going to come in, we're going to tell you all about safety. First thing we're going to tell you is how you're never going to throw an axe if there's somebody standing inside the cages or inside the pit, as we call it. And that's where I say we teach throw together, retrieve together, come back together. We also teach the proper form to throw an axe. We tell our big, strong 20-year-olds that they are not going to throw that axe as hard as they can because that is not going to win them the girl, and it is most likely going to make that axe bounce right back at them. And if that happens, we tell you if that axe does bounce back at you, you're just going to let that axe continue along its path. Just step out of the way, let it stop on its own. Don't try and stop it with your hands, feet, or any other part of your body.
How far is it, 12 or 15 feet?
It's 12 feet for standard hatchet, 15 feet for a big axe.
And where, when people get their alcohol, where is the alcohol situated as far as, like, how far back from the axe throwing is the alcohol? Is there a table and chairs?
Yeah, I have a half a dozen tables and chairs for the waiting area, so you can like I said, you're going to come in, you're going to check in, and then you're going to sit in the waiting area until your coach comes out, tells you your lane is ready, and brings you into your lane. So yes, that would be the seating area where you would sit with your drink.
Is there an age limit for the axe throwing? Like, I had done a little research, and some of them, the establishments had only over 21.
There are some that do that. We operate more like a bowling alley. If you're able to do it, we want you to do it, so we let 10 and up throw.
When a group is done with the axe throwing, what is the policy and procedure to make sure that someone's not walking out with an axe?
We do label all the
question.
axes. They are labeled with all of our house axes. All of our tablets have, I bought lock-in tablet holders to lock the tablets down to the tables. I can't lock up the axes, so it is what it is, and we really hope people, I mean, it's kind of hard to sneak one of them out. They're pretty big.
And I noticed on your resume that you're an axe coach up in Manchester?
Yes.
And you've done that for several years?
I went up there to learn the business for a year, yeah.
And did you have any experience with service of alcohol there?
No, we didn't serve there. They were BYOB as well. So mostly it was kind of metering what people were bringing in and what they were consuming while they were there, and kind of keeping an eye on that. And also they didn't allow any hard liquor there. So if you saw anybody with bottles, we would ask them to leave.
And you're tip certified?
Yes.
You went okay.
And I have long past experience as a cocktail server. So
Right.
I do have experience with that previously.
All right, so I go in, I pay, and I go to the stall, and I have my axe. And I want a beer. So I'm done throwing the axe, I can go get a beer, and
Or you can just ask your coach to go get you a beer.
okay, and I place that beer in the area, because then I'm going to have to throw the axe again, is what I'm
There's
saying.
a
Is that,
table.
what I'm saying is, I don't want to see this.
There are no drinks allowed in the lanes, and the only people allowed in the lanes are people that are throwing. So everybody that's not throwing is standing behind a table.
Behind the table.
Behind a table.
Okay.
The two people that are throwing are standing up front. Everybody else in that party is behind a table.
Okay,
And there's no drinking allowed up in the lanes. And I'm also going to be a glass-free facility. We're not serving anything in glass. I'm not doing glass bottles, I'm not doing glasses. Everything's going to be paper disposable, plastic.
draft beer then?
I'm not even not going to do draft.
So
I'm
you,
just going to do cans.
you go to cans?
Yep,
Okay,
yep, we're going to be mostly cans and the wine that comes in the cardboard.
all right.
So is there going to be a coach in every lane, or does the coach roam around?
A coach will cover multiple lanes because you're going to have groups that come in at 5 o'clock, groups going to come in at 5:15, 5:30. So you're kind of starting off one group, and then once you get them started, you're going to go back and check on your first group, see how they're doing, give them a little bit of coaching, maybe give them some better axes to throw, maybe see if they want to try knife throwing, which we also offer.
You indicated that if I wanted another beer, I could ask the coach. Now, will the coaches be tip certified?
Yes.
They will?
Everybody who works there will be a coach.
Okay,
Yep,
right. Because
And they'll all be
obviously,
tip
they need
certified.
to be able to recognize the signs of intoxication.
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Captain Peasley, anything to add?
No, we have no concerns.
Okay.
So according to the statute, we need to find facts on the record.
Right, so,
What do you say?
go right ahead.
Based on the facts from this hearing, I find that the granting of the liquor license to the Axe Shack is not detrimental to the spiritual activities of the church, according to Chapter 138, Section 16C.
Captain Peasley, you get that?
I did, thank you.
Thank you. Pastor, does that sound good to you? Very well, sir. Motion on the floor by Commissioner Howard to approve, seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Want to wish you the best of luck.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
I hope it's a success.
I hope you come by and try it.
I'd probably let my wife go, not me. Thank you.
Ready? Petition to amend an all-alcoholic beverages license operating hours from a 2 a.m. closing time to 11 p.m. by Veterans of Foreign Wars, Walker Rogers Post Number 662 Incorporated, 190 Plain Street, James Golden, License Manager.
Good evening. State your name for the record, sir.
James Goldham.
How are you? How are you, Mr. Golden? It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while.
I can't quite hear you.
I said I haven't seen you in a while. How are you?
I know. We've been closed down for a little while.
Okay. So tell us what the plan is here.
We closed down on the 30th of July. We've taken everything out of the building. We just got a few things left in the building. The building's for sale, but it's not being sold. And right now we have a purchase and sales for the end of January. But it keeps getting put off. They keep paying money towards it, but the city's Tanner Street project seems to be holding up the sale. So we don't want to give up our license. So I talked to John, and John said the best way to do this is to get a 11 o'clock license. So that's why we petitioned you.
Okay. As the three members that are up here, if all of the other two members remember, there was a situation like this, I think it was Bar 74, where the owner had left the state and they weren't in business, but they had kept their license. We then granted a certain amount of time and she never responded, but I'd be willing to do, since you are in the process of securing a new premise for the VFW.
Right.
I'd be willing to make a motion to extend this for another 6 months, John. We'll call Mr. Golden back, see what their progress is, and go with that. But knowing that they're working on it, I don't have a problem with issuing a license for the following year. Okay?
Very good.
Comments from the other commissioners?
Agreed.
Commissioner Krieger?
Yeah, I agree. I do want to know, is the city moving forward with this street widening project?
Well, we made a deal with the city 2 years ago. We gave them 30 feet of our land.
Yeah.
And they gave us some land on the back end of Montreal Street.
Right.
And there was we gave them $1, they gave us $1. So this was for that Tanner Street project. And I guess they've been dealing with the Levines at the car wash, and I don't know what's going on with that. I know I came to City Hall about a year and a half ago. The governor gave the city $3.5 million to start that project, but nothing's ever happened up there. I don't know if it's ever going to start, but what the problem is, that developer that's buying our building, they're having trouble with the engineers in the city about where they can put their building. So they keep asking us for an extension. We were hoping to be out of there.
So you're in a catch-22 between both locations here at this point?
Right.
Okay. All right, one,
I thought the car wash had been shut down for a while.
No, the car wash is still running.
Still running, okay.
all right,
I
why
agree.
don't we do this? John, so let's keep, Mr. Golden, keep us apprised of the situation. If nothing happens, why don't you, we'll have Mr. Pires call you back in around June and see where we're
Okay,
at.
hopefully we're sold and out of there, and we're starting a new building,
Very good. Yeah, be
okay?
good for the veterans.
Yep.
Make sure there's a
Yes.
home, all right? No, I don't think we need to vote, do we?
You simply need to approve the change in operating hours.
Yeah, I move we approve the change in operating hours.
Seconded by Commissioner Howell. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, Mr. Golden.
Okay,
Take care.
thank you very much.
All right.
Public hearing regarding an application to amend premises for an all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license for Lowell that's supposed to say all-alcoholic beverages club license for Lowell Firefighters Association, 362 Fletcher Street.
Good evening. State your name for the record.
Yes, good evening. My name is Bill DeRozier. I'm the president of the Lowell Firefighters Association.
How are you, Chief?
Very good. How are you tonight?
Doing well. What's going on?
If you might remember, if the commission remembers, I came before you last spring for a temporary license to allow outdoor seating for alcoholic beverages to be served outside. At the time, we had received permission or authorization from the city of Lowell to use that property, that sidewalk area. If you're not completely familiar with it, it's the location between our Lowell Firefighters Association, which is our club, and the World War I Monument. It's a sidewalk, a passway area there that's not really adjoined by streets, it's joined on the ends, but not directly adjoined to it. And our members enjoyed the ability to sit outside during the summer months at a table that we had set up outside to have a cocktail or to have a bite to eat right outside there. And we'd like to, now we're asking the commission for approval to include that with our annual license.
I was there for a birthday party, actually about a month ago, and went outside and saw it. It's kept up neatly. You've used fencing around there. Everything looks nice and neat.
Yeah.
It's a nice job.
Thank you. We had put the barricades all around it like it
Yeah.
was required. Everything, we met all the requirements, so we.
Safe and
we felt
secure.
good.
Questions or comments for Chief DeRozier?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Chief, all set?
Thank you very much.
Good seeing you.
You too.
Public hearing for an application by Spiderloom Productions LLC doing business as Taffeta. Sean Gordon, proposed license manager for an all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license for premises at 122 Western Ave. Sean is joining us on Zoom. Matt and Zach are here in person.
Who is going to be the manager of record?
I will be. I'm Sean. I've been there
Hey, Sean,
a number
how
of
are you?
times. Sorry.
How are you?
I'm well. Sorry I can't be there. I'm actually. I apologize in advance if my internet is spotty. I'm actually on a cruise, so I'm relying
You're on
on
a cruise?
spotty Wi-Fi.
Where are
Yeah, but I didn't want to miss this. I'm on my way home. I'm home tomorrow, but I wanted to make sure I was able to call in for this.
Where are you at right now, Sean?
Yeah, we are.
Where are you, Sean? Come on.
Where am I? I am somewhere between, on our way back to Miami.
He's in the
from
Bermuda
Haiti.
Triangle.
Yeah, something like that. So
All right.
I'm in a
Sean,
conference.
You've been in front of us a few times. Unless Captain Peasley has told me there's been any issues with any prior licenses?
No, I actually did a search before I came here today. There's been no issues at all there.
Very good, good. Gentlemen, would you like to say anything on your end, or?
No,
I think Sean's done a good job, of it, and he's going to be manager of record, and
That's right.
as long as we continue the way you're conducting business, this board, I don't think we're going to have a problem voting this. Commissioners, any comments for Sean or these two gentlemen? Move approved by Commissioner, oh, yeah, public hearing. At this time, we'll open up the public hearing. Anybody like to speak in opposition? In opposition, in opposition. Hearing no one, that portion of the public hearing is closed. At this time, we'll open up the public hearing. Anybody like to speak in favor? In favor? In favor? Hearing no one, that portion of the public hearing is closed. Motion by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Howell to approve. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. Gentlemen, good luck with your new venture.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Sean, be safe out there.
Thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Public hearing for an application by iHappy Event Decor Incorporated, doing business as Sampa Event Hall. Valessa Marquez, proposed license manager for an all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license for premises at 81 Bridge Street.
We're becoming very close friends here.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
this
I
whole-
wait everybody to go over there to celebrate like a birthday party, wedding shower.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing good things. You're doing a good job over there, and that's good to hear. We like to see
Yeah.
new business come in, and obviously hall rentals are at a premium right now in the city,
So busy, yes.
so that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And we want you to continue doing a good job. And unless the commissioners have any other questions or comments?
Public hearing.
Public hearing. At this time, open up the public hearing. Anybody like to speak in opposition? In opposition? In opposition? Hearing no one, that portion of the public hearing is closed. At this time, we'll open up the public hearing. Anybody like to speak in favor? In favor? In favor? Hearing no one, that portion of the public hearing is closed. There's a motion on the floor by Commissioner Howe to approve. It's seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Ladies, wish you the
Thank
best
so
of luck.
much. I hope to see you
All right.
guys over there again.
All right. Bye-bye now. Same to you.
Thanks.
Ratification of an application by Margaret Emanuel for a special one-day license to sell, dispense malt beverages and wines for a celebration of life on Saturday, November 19th, 2022, from 7 to 11:30 p.m. at 41 Broadway Street.
Motion by Commissioner Howe to ratify, seconded by Commissioner Krieg. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, please.
I wanted to mention that Amanda Etinge joined us by Zoom.
Hi guys, I'm sorry I'm having a terrible cold.
That's not a problem.
She ran the event.
Go back to bed. You're all set.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Request for a hearing for an application by Pho 88 Restaurant Incorporated, doing business as Pho 88, Ha Nguyen, proposed license manager for a transfer of an all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license for premises at 1270 Westford Street. It is requested that legal notice be published in local newspaper and public hearing to be held on December 15th, 2022 at 6 p.m.
Motion by Commissioner Howe, seconded by, oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to speak? Hi, you can speak if you like, but we're going to schedule a public hearing for December 15th, and then you'll have to be here for that.
Yep.
But you're all set here tonight for night.
Thank you very much.
Okay, have a nice night. All right. Motion by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Howe to schedule a public hearing on December 15th. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Motion by Commissioner Krieger to adjourn, seconded by Commissioner Howe. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great evening.